Hello and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and today I'm showing you my free pattern skirt that I made for my daughter. Kind of talk you through how I used quilting cotton for it, all the ins and outs. As a reminder, if you have not hit that subscribe button yet, we would love for you to hit that subscribe button just so you don't miss any of the content we have coming up on the channel. We have a lot of fun and exciting plans coming up this fall. And obviously through the remainder of the summer as well. So you definitely don't want to miss any of the content that is going to be coming out. Also, we have got a newsletter that we would love for you to be a part of. Once a week, we put in inspiration and sometimes there's coupon codes in there. You know, we may highlight new pattern releases and all sorts of things. And they're not long. But those just come out once a week, but it's a great way to find out what's happening with Tomcat Stitchery before anyone else does. So I will leave a link down to the newsletter down below. Also, over on the website is this free pattern. This is a very easy, beginner-friendly, tiered and gathered skirt. I've talked about it on the channel before. There's actually a full sew along, but the printed pattern you can get, or the instructions for, because you don't need a pattern, but the instructions, the written instructions can be found on my website at tomcatstitchery.com/free pattern. I will also leave that link down in the description box down below. But yeah, I've got a full sew along on the channel for it. It's also included in the written instructions. And then the written instructions that you can get over on the website. You just put in your email and it emails you the PDF of those written instructions. So easy. You just need to know your waist measurement. And also it's helpful to know your hip measurement just to make sure that you've got enough room at your hip as well. So my daughter saw mine and she wanted one. So we went through the fabric and we were kind of digging through the fabric and trying to decide what because all the girls, my daughter's 19, are wearing these elastic waist tiered and gathered skirts. So she was looking through my fabric stash and kind of came up with some that she thought might work. And I said, you know, something else we could do. I was like, we could take one of these. I've got some fat quarter bundles that I have gotten from working with companies or yeah, because I'm not a quilter. But I do have some fat quarter bundles that I have been gifted. So we were going through. I've got the Liberty for Riley Blake. It's their Tree of Life line, and I've got all three colorways. And there's 13 fat quarters in a bundle. This is the Woodland Pastel one. And she was like, oh, yes, I would love to have a patchwork skirt. And she picked out this bundle. So again, 13 fat quarters. So if you're also not a quilter or if you're a new sewist, a fat quarter is where they take, instead of doing just a quarter yard where it goes from selvage to selvage, and so a quarter yard would be 9 inches of fabric, like a long strip of usually 44 to 45 inches long. Instead of doing it that way, they actually take a yard of fabric, which would be 36 inches by 44 or 45, and they cut that into quarters. So you're actually getting a piece of fabric. A fat quarter is usually about 22 inches wide by 18 inches tall. So you have a little bit more usable piece of fabric. I love it for pockets. I use fat quarters all the time because you can buy them just by themselves if you're at quilting shops. But I think they make fun pocket linings, and cotton poplin, which is what quilting cotton is, works great for that type of thing. But this had 13 of those. And so I was like, this would be so much fun. And we talked about, you know, I could do more of a, cut them apart and make more of a patchwork type look. But she liked the idea of literally just sewing the fat quarters together and then making them the length we wanted to make them, and then doing the tutorial per the instructions. So that's what we did. We just have really large blocks of color or print. Actually, and I had this on the mannequin backwards. After I got it on, I kept catching on the fabric of the body. I was like, oh, who cares? I'll flip her around and show you what the other side looks like. And I'll show you photos and video of my daughter in it as well. But this worked out so well for her. So she sat down and she took all the fat quarters and arranged them how she wanted each tier to look. And we used 12 of the 13 fat quarters. Very easy to do. Will this skirt need to be ironed after it's laundered? Yes. The upside to skirts is I feel like they don't need to be laundered that often. You can get quite a few wears out of them before you launder them, but this quilting cotton does, when it goes through the wash and dryer, I mean, pull it out as soon as you can from the dryer, but it probably will need a press in order to not look crinkled. Will she do that? We'll find out. We'll find out. You might be able to get away with steaming it. I don't know. Anyway, she's the one, that laid out all the fat quarters, and they're so good. So all of these are different. So technically, this is the front of the skirt that she will be wearing. And again, they're Liberty prints, but it's on just a cotton poplin base, so it's not like a Liberty Tana lawn base. And we had a lot of fun putting all of these together. And again, this is the Woodland Pastel, the Tree of Life Woodland Pastel. This bottom, I don't even know if you can see it. The bottom tier here with the pears is her favorite. But I think these are all her colors. And it looks so good with all of her, t-shirts tied up or little crop tops. I think she's going to wear the living daylights out of this. But again, this dark panel actually goes on her rear end. And I did put a tag in here. So if you are someone that is new to sewing and you would like to play around with making yourself an elastic waist tiered and gathered skirt, this pattern will work for any fabric. You can use a thrifted bed sheet if you want to. You need, I think the pattern calls for, depending on your waist size, because that will depend on how much fabric you need, anywhere from 2.5 yards to 3 3/4 of 45-inch width. So I was taking into consideration like that would be quilting cotton width. However, if you're using a thrifted sheet, you could, probably get away with a queen set would be plenty. Maybe even a twin set. If you're using the fitted sheet and I bet you could get away with even a twin set. So yeah, you could make this out of anything. So if you are a new sewist and just want to try your hand at something, this is a great project to get you started. And again, the pattern is over at my website, tomcatstitchery.com/free pattern. And if you're participating in Frugal May with the Frugalissima, this would be a great pattern to use for that challenge. And because it's a free pattern. And then you could use fabric in your stash or a thrifted bed sheet and you're ticking all the boxes. So there we have it. This is my daughter's version of the tiered and gathered skirt. I can't wait to wear mine. Mine feels a little bit more fall to me for some reason because it's a little bit darker green with the cream. So I may wear that more in the fall. But she's absolutely going to be wearing this all summer and she's very excited about it. So I feel good. And I think it went together in definitely under 2 hours from start to finish, from cutting it out. Oh, I was going to tell you how I finish these because these are fat quarters. Typically, I tell you to wash your fabric before you sew with it, which yes, you want to do that. What I did was I determined the length, and this is all in the pattern, the length of strips that I needed, and I sewed the fat quarters together to create that length, serged the seam, and then also, or seams, and then also serged all 4 edges around the fabric. And I did that on all 3 tiers. Then I washed it because I didn't want things unraveling. And they did shrink a little bit in the length, just a tad, because these start off 18 inches long. And I wanted my tiers 15, which is what the pattern calls for. I could have actually gotten away probably with 14-inch tiers with her because she's pretty short. And not only is we're the same height, but I have longer legs than she does. I have a short torso, longer legs, and she's the opposite. She has a long torso with short legs. So I could have easily gone to probably a 14-inch length here, but I just trimmed off that extra length after it had been laundered. I laundered and ironed each strip and then trimmed them down to the length that I wanted and then gathered them together and then threw in the waistband. I did use a 2-inch elastic on her at the waist because that's what she wanted. And I think the pattern calls for 1.5 inches. But again, this is very customizable. So whatever length you want your tiers, these could be different lengths. You don't have to have the same length tier. You could do, 9 inches and then 11 inches and then 13 inches or something, or 15, whatever, to get to your desired finished length. So a lot of customization opportunities. All right, that is all I have for today. I hope you're getting some sewing in wherever you are. And until next time, happy sewing.